Hello, 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 hello. How you doing there? We're gonna talk about three reasons, couldn't even get it out, why people are not going to church, why they will not walk into the church building. Yes, three reasons. Okay. And let me tell you something. I just thank God that I actually still go to church sometimes. Well, most of the time I go to church. And sometimes I go to two services. And sometimes I go to three services one day. People like, you just be churching it up. No, I don't mind because, I know how to separate the man from the message. But we're going to go over these three reasons why people are not going back into this church building. And I'm thankful that the church I go to, but we'll talk about that later. So much stuff came in my mind when I was thinking about this and talking about it. I actually had to write some stuff down. And normally I just free talk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyle it. But I had to write some down. Okay, number one, church hurt. People are church hurt. They tired of coming to church. People talking about them. People talking about their children. People talking about where they live, where they work, what they do, how they dress, how they talk, talking about their teeth, talking about their hair, talking about everything. People come to church to feel good, and then they show up, and all you do is hurt their feelings. Everything they do is wrong. They don't want to hear that over and over and over and over again. And you think you whispering sometimes. Sometimes you think you whispering. You ain't whispering. The people heard exactly what you said. Yes, they did. Heard exactly what you said about them. And you be like, okay, yeah, all that. All that. Yeah. They tired of coming in, getting talked about the whole entire time. You make them feel bad because they got too many kids. Make them feel bad because they're pregnant. You just make them feel bad for everything they do because everything they do is a sin. Then you don't never tell them what to do, but you just tell them what not to do. That you hurting their feelings. Number one is because your church hurt. Number two is because your church scarred. Church hurt and church scarred is two different things. Those are two different levels. Okay. Church hurt and church scarred are two different levels. You church scarred because they got you standing up in front of the church and so tell everybody your sins. What? Did you tell everybody your sins? Did you tell everybody everything you did? Want to put you on Front Street? Want to ask you who your baby daddy is? Stuff like that. Want to ridicule you? You know what? I always see them ridiculing single moms, but I never see them ridiculing single fathers because that woman didn't do that all by herself. Where he at? Why y'all ain't bring him up here to the front? Bring him up to the front and let him talk about what he did. Why y'all don't do that to him? But you only do that to the females. And then it shuts them down. Then they get cold. Then they get depressed. The next thing you know, they having issues with trying to raise their baby because they so depressed inside because you made them feel so bad. You scarring them. You scarring people. The scars are real. The scars are real. I've been church hurt and church scarred. Yes. And I love talking about church. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? Number three. Okay? Non-believer. They don't believe anything that's coming out your mouth. Nobody don't believe anything that's coming out your mouth because everything you say, you try to make yourself look better than everybody else. Just because you've been coming to church for 15 years now, you forgot what you did when you was a teenager. You forgot what you did when you was a young adult. You forgot everything you've been through, and now you think you perfect, and all you want to do is turn your nose up at people. But do you remember when they was talking about you? Why don't you show some people some grace? Because at a time in your life, folks was talking about you, and you need to show people some grace. Yep. And then whoever standing behind that pulpit, a lot of times they don't walk the walk and they don't talk the talk. I thank God that God sent me to a church that the people are great. I think they're great. So far, so good. You know what I'm saying? They walk the walk and they talk the talk. They are very, very transparent. And I thank God for that. Because I pray for that. I ask God, send me somewhere, make me feel like I'm at home when I go to church. It's not a lot of people that go to church. We got more people online now. But I feel at home when I go there. I feel noticed when I go there. I don't feel like I'm church hurt, and I don't feel like I'm church scarred when I go there. And I feel like I believe will come out their mouth. Because at the end of the day, they know how to separate man from the message. And they're realists at the end of the day. They're all about God, but they're also realists, okay? People are church hurt, people are church scarred, and they don't believe nothing that come out your mouth. They really don't. And if you know that this message can help somebody because they keep worrying you to death about why you're not going to church, go ahead and put it. Go ahead and send it to them. Go ahead and share it. Okay? Now, people try to say, well, I can watch church online now because it's virtual. No, that's just an excuse. Okay? Because before we was virtual, people was not trying to come up and walk up in the church and sit up in the church. Because church is not making you feel good. And sometimes some of them songs just, ooh, child. If y'all don't get some fire songs up in there, some upbeat songs so that people can feel good, people want to walk in and walk out might walk in sad, but walk out feeling good. They don't want to be drained when they come to church. They just don't. Okay? Once again, T.Neschell. I love talking about church, good, bad, and ugly. Y'all better stay tuned. Because I got another young man, somebody that I know. He gonna come up, we gonna talk about it. Okay? And you think it's just going on in the black church, it's also going on in the white church. Because he's been a part of 2-3 churches. Excuse me, my allergies. And he could tell you some scandals and scandals. He said, you shouldn't be talking about the scandals in church. Yup, we got to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because when people come to church, you talk about they good and they bad and they ugly. Yup. Because I've heard too many people say, I was this close from losing faith, not believing in God. Want to know why? Because you church hurting people, you church scarring people, and they're not believing nothing to come out your mouth. Because y'all always want to have all the bad stuff. Yup. You always want to hide all the bad stuff. That's what you want to do. But we're not doing that no more. Okay? Because people got to live in this world and function in this world and be able to connect with God. Mm-hmm. So me and him, we're going to talk about it. Because he got some scandals, man. I'm telling you. Boy, his scandals be matching my scandals. I'd be like, for real though. Mm-hmm. Yup. So we're going to get together and talk about this. Y'all better stay tuned and keep checking back with me to see what we're talking about. Okay? And at the end of the day, it's still going to be inspirational. Peace. Personal space, energy. You know I'm all about that peace, all about that personal space, all about that energy. That's what I'm about. And if the people at your church is not bringing you peace because they all up in your personal space, because they all up in your business, then guess what? You might need to figure out something different. Or at least let the people know. Because somebody asked me why I'm not coming back. I'll tell you. Not coming back because of X, and I'm not coming back because of Y, and I'm not coming back because of Z. Yep, you know what they're going to say? She ain't nothing but the devil. Sometimes it's not, it just is what it is. It ain't nobody coming through like that. You got to be careful with the church you pick. You really do. You really got to be careful with the church you pick. Yes, you do. I said it. If this can help somebody, go ahead and share it with them. They'll be like, this is why. Yeah, but y'all better stay tuned because we got more to come. And I'm telling you, like I said, I love talking about church. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Stay blessed. Still going to be inspirational as well. But in between, we're going to talk about this. All right, y'all, take care. Have a good one.